I've never wished on hope. Didn't need it go. I've never wished on hope. Did it never go.
Respect.
I've never wished on hope. Didn't need it go. I've never wished on hope. Did it never
Respect. Respect.
I've never wished on hope. Didn't need it go. I've never wished on hope. Did it never go.
Respect.
I've never wished on hope. Didn't need it go. I've never wished on hope. Did it never go.
Respect. 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 Respect.
Right, hello, good morning everyone. Welcome back again to Gahanga Cricket Stadium to another edition of the Women's Elite T20 with the two teams here. Ingabo Knights taking on Amasimi Hawks, and this tournament is sponsored by Dafabet. And also, if you want to catch it live on TV, go to Dreamcatchers and Sportsbox on YouTube to catch all the live action that is happening right here at Gahanga Cricket Stadium. I've got the two captains here, Henriette Ishimwe, Rosine Irera, and Nicole as the umpire to officiate the toss. It's toss time. Heads is a call. Tail it is. Amasimi Hawks, you've won the toss. Henriette Ishimwe, you've won the toss. And what have you guys decided to do on this lovely day?
We are going to bowl first.
You're going to bowl first. Any particular reason? What sort of a total are you looking forward to restrict these guys to?
The reason why I choose to bowl first, the outfit is steroid, and we don't want them to score more than 80.
Okay, thank you very much. Good luck in your innings there. Irera Rosini, Ingabo Knights captain, you guys, you've lost the toss. If you'd won the toss, what was going to be a decision?
Fortunately, the 14 favors us. We wanted to bat first.
So you wanted to bat first. You've prepared for this encounter. Last time in the Women Premier League, you guys played the final and you guys ended up victory. So today, what should we expect from you?
It's just nothing much. We are going to stick to the basics. Looking forward to have more than 120.
Thank you very much and good luck in your innings. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. Here in the middle, the Amasimi Hawks winning the toss and opting to have a ball first. Right, there you are, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning once again. Welcome to this promising, exciting encounter between Amasimi Hawks and Ingabo Knights. Amasimi Hawks winning the toss and electing to have a ball first. It is the first game of this edition of the Women's T20 Elite League. And I'm not alone here. I've got my man here after a long time. Enoch, welcome. How are you and how are you doing?
I'm doing great and everything is okay, but here you can see that the weather is not on our side. Very soon it will be freezing, I'm telling you. Amasimi Hawks winning the toss and electing to vote first, but also Ingabo Knights, as you've said, it was a good toss to lose because it also went in their way. They also wanted to bat first and they're going to bat first. According to the previous informations from the middle, I'm telling you, we are going to have a very exciting innings and game today between Amasimbi and Ingabo Knights.
Yeah, definitely. We're looking forward to have a good game there. They are the two openers today for Ingabo Knights. Josette Ingabire, who's looking to be in good touch, and again, Lillian Ufitnema as well, who's also looking to be in good touch. They are missing the service of their wicket keeper, Beta Flora Irakoze, who's not feeling well today. So that's why you've seen that the two openers have changed there. Today is Amasimbi Hawks fielding there, Sarah Uwera, Clarice Umtoniwase, Henriette Ishimwe, Sylvia Sabimana, Sonia Umuringa, Nadine Zaitiriki, Delphina Kengneye, Tana Nyirukundo Uwase, the wicket keeper for today, Justine Ingabire, and Josiane Nyirakundineza, Clementine Wesaba Tukuf, and 13th. So that is the Amasimbi Hawks lineup. Enoch will take you through the Ingabo Knights there.
For Ingabo Knights, we have Flora Iradukunda, Diane Marie Bimenyimana, Rosine Irera, the captain, Georgette Ingabire, Zulfat Ishimwe, Murekatete Belize, Lilian Uftinema, Joseph Marie Tumukunde, Sharon Wise Nguriza, Dorian Nakuzwe, Keria Uwimanzi, Mugwaneza Edidia, Pacific, Nyarandorimana, Anifa Mkamsoni. That's it for Ingabo Knight. And as you have said, I'm telling you, this Ingabo, they are suffering this great loss of Flora because he's this girl who can bat, who can keep, who can bring the energy on the table for the team.
Yeah, definitely they are missing the saves of that. But look, that's why the squad is always bigger. Someone has to take up that role, and this time they've chosen to put in Lillian Ufitinema as the opener there. So it's gonna be interesting to see how these two are going to show up there. With the ball from the airport end is Sonia Omringa there with the captain in your screen, just giving some final instructions before the first ball commences. Like you spoken about the weather here, Enoch. I'm telling you, every day the weather is changing. Yesterday it was blazing hot the whole afternoon. Today, early in the morning, it's been cold and the weather is not getting any worse. So it will be a chilly day today. But good enough. This it will allow us to watch some exciting cricket. If you want to catch us live there for these exciting games, again, you can just go straight on YouTube there. Sports Box being there alongside with Dream Catchers. Just full start there for the first delivery. She has to go big and bowl again. Georgette Ingabo field that she was not yet ready there. Of course, RCA and Davabit being the main people they are bringing this live action to you. Off the mark right away, off the first delivery. Just tucked away for a single. Positive start there by Ingabire Georgette. She looks to be in good touch here. I'm telling you, Enoch.
Georgette is starting off in style, just leaving the mark with a single. Uh, Such games and such tournaments are great stuff that the association can bring on the table, just making sure that they keep raising the youngsters and helping them to keep shining.
Shot. Fantastic shot there. That should be the first boundary of Ufitinema Lillian. They're looking to be positive here. They wanted to bet as well. They've been sent into bet, but look at these first two deliveries. Enoch and Ishimo and Red spoke about trying to restrict them from anything less than 80 runs. But if you look at the wicket there, I'm telling you, this is such a lovely wicket to bet on. So 80, I'm telling you, I don't think would be good enough. Won't justify how these two batters have started. If they can maintain with this momentum that they just showed in this first two delivery, we are looking forward to a huge total. Again, backs away there. I don't know what's happening here. Is she coming in a bit too early there, Sonia Umuringa? But if you look at the run up, she's got about 15 to 20 yards of coming in. So not good for the seamers, especially when you're about to release the ball. Then look at that. Then you see the batter walks away. Good shot. That one. That was the previous one. Well connected, well timed placement again in the gap to the boundary from the youngster there. They're also growing up. Again, this one dipped straight misfield at point. The chest is owned there by Nyakundineza Josian. There you see Clarice Umtoni Wase on one knee there, not happy with herself. Should have done better on that particular occasion.
So far, the current run rate is 15 runs per over. They can see the aggression on both sides. Sonia releasing the ball, getting a good length, but also Oftine Maria saying that in no way I'm taking you off. Look at that, blocking it. It was straight to the stumps. Single mistake would have costed her a wicket.
Yeah, lovely. That's what she should be doing there, just trying to attack the stumps there. Because if we saw the previous deliveries, anything that is good width has been dispatched. It's either to the boundary or into the gap there. So bowling a bit more straighter can be ideal here. This one down the leg side. Did she get a bet on that? We're just waiting for the umpire signal. Again, good running between the wickets there. Managed to get in 2 runs. Leg by signaled by the umpire. The wicket keeper behind there is Tanya Nyurukundo Uwase. So it's just that inconsistency that we've seen from Umuringa Sonia. If you look at the way she's bowled all these deliveries, it's been all over the place. Much better this time. That marks the end of the first over. It's 9 for no loss.
They can see the dugout of Ingabo Knights. Their coach Anselme Mugisha just trying to make sure that he's telling all of the teammates what they are supposed to be doing. So far, those are the team list. Ira Rosine, Menyimana Maridian, Ingabire Georgette, Ishimwe Mutoni wa Sezurfat, Mukamusoni Hanifa, Murekatete Elise, Nyandorimana Pacifique, Tumukunde Marie Josepha, Utine Marilian, Uwimans Keira, Uwizeye Nkuriza Sharon for Ingabo Knights. And for Amasimi Hawks, we have Ishimwe Henriette, Akingene Delphine, Ingabire Justine, Niyorukundo Uwase Tania, Nyirankundineza Josiane, Nzayituriki Nadine, Soni Mulinga, Mutoni wa Clarisse. They can see on your screen a short reminder of the toss. Amasimi Hawks winning the toss and electing to both first. This approach, as you've said earlier, it's a very good approach. Once they keep this momentum up, I'm telling you, they will end up putting something big on the table, making sure that they are going to be using their power play, getting 9 runs per over. It will be a great momentum.
Yeah, as Nzaituriki Nadine has been introduced from the pavilion end. Starts off with a short delivery. Couldn't time it very well there. Ingabire Georgette, not happy with herself. Could have done better. It was there for the taking. So it will be interesting. These two again, Georgette Ingabire and Nzaituriki Nadine plays for the same club, the Gahanga Zebras. Now they are playing against each other during this elite league. Again, another short delivery, this time in front, driven into the covers. Where Sarah does the job there. It's not a good start. Yes, she has been getting away with those deliveries, not giving away runs. But if you look at the length and the line that she's bowling there, those are balls that can be hit to the boundary. But at the present moment, she got away with that. She needs to bowl a bit more straighter. That can be a good plan here. This time again, inconsistency down the leg side. So it's something that we have noticed, especially with these upcoming bowlers here, the inconsistent in terms of their bowling, not sticking to your plan, again, trying to do a lot of things in the game. What you just need to do is just to do the simple thing of just bowling straight to the stumps, make sure that you ask questions to the batter. It's the only way you can put pressure on the batter. Much better this time. But good call from Lillian Ufitinema, realizing that the fielder there at square leg was right on your feet. That should be Delphine Akingeneye, found guilty on that particular occasion. So it's the awareness as well from Fitinema Lillian, realizing that the fielder is not moving in that quick. Then straight away she called in for a single. So it's all about that positiveness that we always talk about here, realizing when to take singles, when to run in front of the fielders. If the loose ball comes in, how you send it away to the boundary. So it's something that I've seen so far when these ladies are playing, that it's shown some improvement.
Swing and miss. As you said, it's all about being consistent. Because earlier on, you've seen all the balls which have been bowled straight to the stumps have been blocked. Maybe it's the fear of wasting their wickets because they still know that they have many balls to play. Trying to cut that one, but not managing to get it and to connect it well. 4 dots so far in this over. The current run rate in the beginning was 15 runs, now it's 6 runs. End of the second over, 11 runs on the board, no wickets lost.
Yeah, a very decent over there by Nzaituriki Nadine, just giving away only 2 runs. Good comeback. So they will be happy in this particular occasion. 11 for no loss. There is the coach of Amasimi Hawks, Eric Tusavemungu Hirwa. Still early days of the game here, early overs. Continue to bowl from the airport end is Umuringa Sonia. There was a bet in that there. Again, that was a shout of desperation. It shows how desperate they are to get a wicket here. And Ngabire Georgette just trying to wake that one to the leg side, but couldn't get enough of that. There was no timing in that particular shot. Lovely bowling there, missing the outside edge. This is what we'd love to see from your upfront bowlers. Again, always asking questions on the batters there. Like that particular occasion, you see there, Georgette Ngabire was not anywhere closer to the stumps. You can actually see part of the midwind or the whole of the off stump there.
Ingabo Georgette just going down on his knee, but also missing it because it was a wide. You can see our umpire Rukundo indicating a wide. Alongside him, there is Nikore, our international. Sonia charging in straight to Georgette, hitting that one straight through covers region. The chase is still on. A chase of run out. Oh my goodness. They can see the running between the wickets and also the effort by the fielders.
Yeah, excellent running by the two here. Getting 3 runs there. The fielder they tried though, but the throw was not strong enough to get to the keeper and effect that run out. But in the end, it ended up as good 3 runs. And a good shot there by Ingabire Georgette. Just always finding the gap there. She is in good form. Good ball, good comeback there. Full and straight. Well negotiated by Ufitnema Lillian, who's currently on 6 of 9 deliveries. Ingabire Georgette 5 of 7. Still well in control here into the 3rd over.
A good shot down there in the middle by Optinema, and she wins a boundary again. 2 boundaries on her back.
Yeah, that was a good shot of authority there. With the moment she realized it was shot straying down the leg side, she just went on one knee. The fielder there, Nadine Zaituri, could have done a bit more better there to save that. Look at that one again. There we go, one knee. There is a fielder there, could have done a bit better, just went on top of the ball there. Shot there by Ufitnema again. There was a call in the shout for a catch behind. The keeper puts it down. I think that will go down as a chance. But it's end of the 3rd, 19 for no loss. Ingabo Knights are cruising very well here, well in control. Still the early stages of the game, but this is what you'd love to see as a betting team here, having 19 runs on the board inside 3 overs. Definitely it shows that you are well in control of the power play. Going at 6.33 and over, this is what you want. You want to keep that run rate at that stage all the way through. Like we've mentioned earlier on, it is the Women's Elite League for 2025 here. Full driven into the gap. Was a chance for a dive there by Uela Sara, but couldn't stop that ball from passing through the gap. They've got 2 runs here. Lovely clear shot that we've seen there, well in control, well behind. Didn't try to overhit that one. He just placed it through the gap there for a double.
wide again. Previously, she went only for 2 runs, and now so far it's been 3 runs, two off the bat, and one wide. I'm telling you, this Ingabo Knights, they need to be serious with the power play and with this innings because their opponent got strong batting lineup, just trying to go for a late cut shot and missing it. As I've been saying, the opponent they got this strong lineup. Once you don't manage to keep the ball ticking and to put something huge on the table, on the table, as said, telling you it will all go in vain.
Shot and edged away. They're pushing for to come back for the second. But was sent back there. There was a good throw there in the deep by Clementine or Isaba. It was a good call in the end. They didn't want to risk a run out there by Ngabire Georgette. But what I'm liking here, Enoch, from these two betters, especially, is the positiveness that they've shown here since they walked into bet. Anything that comes in their slot, they are not waiting to punish it. Missed that one. Again, she is good in that particular region there. Anything short and wide there, Lillian will punish you. So if you can look at your face there, she's not happy on that particular occasion, that she feels that she would have done better on that delivery. So the way they've been going about their betting here, I'm telling you, it's something that you would want to have in your lineup as a team. Tries to go for the sweep. And if you look at Lillian again, she's not even afraid to play all the shots that she possesses. And those are the good signs of a better who knows that I'm in good touch, I'm in control, not playing in a shell, she's playing with freedom. Again, edged to third man. That can be only be a single there. It's a lovely piece of betting by the two. It's end of the fourth. Still 20. It's now 24 for no loss. Telling you, this is, I think, what even the captain and the coach have been trying for, especially having a good start up the order here, not losing wickets early on. Then you need to accelerate there. If you look at their lineup here, they still have got the experience. National team captain Dihan Bimenyimana to come in as well. They've got Merikatete Belize. They've got Sharon Uize as a better as well. Marie Joseph Tukunde can hold a bet as well. The captain Herrera Rosin can also put in some runs. So they are looking forward to have a good start. Mukam Soni Anifa as well. So it's quite a good betting lineup here. So what they just need is the responsibility being taken by the betters here going forward. If you look at there, they've also far conceded only 14 dot balls. In comes the captain to replace Muringa Sonia straight away. Short and wide. Lillian won't waste that. Maris Umtonuwasa gives chase. That can only be 2 runs there. Captain has come to the attack now. The Enoch. He has got that habit of taking those wickets. He has got experience. So hopefully the hopes are under her belt. Still have got Sylvia Osabi Man again there in your screen, just on the right side of the captain. Leg spinner yet to come and bowl. So they've got a lot of bowlers to deal with. That's why I think they've come with this positive attacking approach here to get as many runs as they can.
Loud appeal there, and finger has been raised. First wicket goes down now. Ufti Nema Lillian will have to depart. An excellent and exciting innings of Ufti Nema comes to an end. 13 runs of 15, and the incoming batter will be Diane Menyimana, the national side captain. Amasimi Hawks now celebrate their first wicket.
Yeah, definitely. I spoke about it, that the captain, Ishimwe Red, has got the habit of taking wickets and breaking partnership. That partnership of 26 has been broken inside the 5th over. In comes the Menyimana Diane Marie. at the crease. Look at that, full and straight. There we go. Yeah, right on the back foot there. Just maybe clipping the leg stump there. Good decision in the end by the umpire. So this is what they have been looking for. Amasimi Hawks having that early breakthrough. Ufitinema Lillian going for 13 of 16 deliveries, 2 fours, striking it 81.25. So let's see what Diane Bimenyimana can do here going forward.
Starting off with a drive shot straight to the covers region, finding a protection there, but also leaving the mark with a single.
Yeah, she has good experience there. She knows how to play, especially in this situation. So they're looking forward to see betting a bit more longer here, or maybe all the way through to over number 16, 17 there. That should be the plan with the experience that she possesses. Swing and a miss there by Ingabire Georgette, way outside off stump. A decent over here by Shimwe, only giving away 3 with a wicket in it. So she's looking to hunt for more. And even this Ingabo Knights betters, they know exactly the kind of attack that they will be facing. Again, that one bounced a bit. Not anywhere closer there. So what you just need to do as a better there is you've lost your partner that you have been in control with, but you don't need to think a lot about it. Just continue with the way you've been playing. That is the only way to go. You don't need to worry about the wickets that you've lost. The moment you start thinking about the wickets lost on the other end, that shows that now you are not going to be playing your game. You are not going to be playing according to the plan that you went in there as a better. So it's something that Georgette needs to be aware of. Not allowing Amasimi Hawks bowlers to be on top of the situation. Just need to keep that positive intent. That last delivery there was just played in front, back to the bowler for a dot. 5 overs gone here. It's 27 for 1. Ingabo Knights losing Ufitinema Lillian. So she is on 8 of 13. Ingabire Georgette. Not bad for the start. Hopefully she will catch up a bit more later. Maybe try to get that strike rate above 100. And this point of time that we've seen, the run rate has gone down again to under 6 runs and over is going at 5.40. So you wouldn't want it to be a bit more down than that. You need to make sure that it always goes up every time that you come in. Introduction of a new bowler again after a long time coming back from the shoulder injury. Nina Kundineza Josiane from the pavilion end. It's bowling to Bimenyimana Marie Diane.
Fuller this time, starting off with a full delivery. I think everyone is looking forward to see her come back after that injury, as you've mentioned earlier on. Driving that one straight to the covers legion. Everyone shouting, please throw it to the stumps, throw it to the stumps. That's as you've said here in Gabon Knights, they need to keep their approach on and their momentum up so that Amasimi Hawks won't pressure them up to play what they have not planned to play. Away the referee again.
Yeah, if you've seen those 3 deliveries, those 2 dots plus that wide, Josiane Irakundineza is looking forward to be bowling more fuller, enticing that drive. Maybe if he gets a bit of some swing there. Shot finds the fielder in the covers. And if you look at there, Diane not happy with that. She knows she could have just find a bit more of that gap between the left side of the cover fielder there. Because with how Josiane is bowling, I think these balls should be dispatched to the boundary or into the gap there. Bit fuller, slower one, edged to third man. Managed to get a single there. It will be interesting to see how she's going to bowl to Georgette Ingabire with the way she is looking to be in good touch. Any full delivery, she doesn't hesitate to get them off the square. So you understand as a batter here, I think the most wise thing to do is to understand where the gaps are. Then when you are playing any particular shot, you need to make sure that the intent is to get the ball into the gap. It's so painful. Short delivery, sorry, full delivery there. A bit slower through the air. Georgette wanted to heave it over mid wicket, but could not time it very well. So, like I'm saying, it's as a batter, when you go out there, is you need to find ways or how to get the ball into the gaps. Need to be aware of where the fielders are standing. So when such deliveries comes in, definitely you need to play them with intent of getting them through the gap. So it's very so much hateful as a batter playing a good shot, then you're hitting it straight to the fielder where you should have done better with that particular shot. Another slower one. Tries to overheat that one. Good over there by Nyirakundineza Josian, giving away only 2. End of the power play. It's 29 for the loss of 1.
6 overs down now. Current run rate being 4 runs per over, and the projected score is 97. They can see on the statistics on the 5th over, losing their first wicket, Uftinema Lilian. They can see the change in the bowling attack, as you've said earlier on, bringing the leg spinner into the attack. Just looking forward to see the strategy and the plan of the captain.
Yeah, there is a deep square leg, deep mid wicket, deep extra cover. They were flighted there by Sabimana Sylvia. The mid on is up in the circle, the mid off up in the circle. So it's got 3 guys manning the boundary at the present moment. Just going for the attacking option here. Was it a catch there? But at one point I thought it was a bumble there. Because if you look at the celebration there by Sylvia Usabimana, not sure exactly what she done. Even Diane Bimenyimana was not sure of that. She stood there just waiting. So that's caught and bowled by the bowler there. Telling the way it was flighted there, Diane could have done better. I've been speaking about the mid off and the mid on up in the circle, but couldn't capitalize on that particular occasion. Those flighted deliveries could have gone anywhere, forced those 2 fielders to move back. Let's have a look at it again. Closed up, use of the feet. That should be a bumble there, I'm telling you. That ball came off the pitch. That shouldn't be a cage there, I'm telling you. If you look at it again from there as well, it came off the floor, then straight into them. That's why you saw even the celebration was not convincing from Usabimana Sylvia. Unfortunately there for Diane Bimenyimana to get off such kind of deliveries. Have a look at it again off the bat, there on the ground, there. It's very unfortunate to get out with such dismissals, but Amasimi Hawks claims their second. It's 29 for the loss of 2. In comes Sharon. Starts off with a lovely drive there. Sharon Nguriza, left-handed batter. So they've got 2 lefties at the crease. Present moment, good enough. Now the leg spinner is bowling. The ball turning into them can be a bit easy. That one should be wide there. Trying to ball it away from the leftist arc.
Just tapping that one straight to the leg side region and leaving the mark with a single. 2 runs so far in this over, and 1 wicket have been picked. What a great spell this has been.
Yeah, it has been some decent good bowling there by Sylvia, but I'm not sure now with the way she's tossing the ball up there. If she gets batters that are good enough at using their feet, hitting it over there, that should be the option there by Georgette Ingabire. It's either you use your feet or you just go on one knee and sweep it. That one again, another wide. The keeper misses that completely. They should be looking to come back for two. Yes, they've come back for two comfortably. Just again the inconsistency, not something that you'd expect to the experienced bowler like Sylvia Osabimana. She should be one of the most experienced bowlers so far in this lineup. Yes, she's taken a wicket in that occasion, but look at the way she has been bowling. I've been talking about inconsistency from the upfront bowlers. That one a bit flighted as well. Tries to cut that one straight to the cover fielder there for no run. She's getting away with those flighted delivery the Enoch. I think the batter should come up with a different plan to make sure that they've punished one knee. He is a deep square leg there. So you gotta show that intent as a batter again, especially if you get bowlers that are gifting you with such deliveries. Those are the bowlers that you should be cashing on them so that you stay on top of the situation. End of the sevens, 35 for the loss of two. Ingabo Knights being sent into bet. There you can see there one of the development officers there in Nangamiyambi, Eric, just watching the proceedings of this women's elite T20, powered by Dafabet, RCA. Catch us live on YouTube as well, courtesy of Sportsbox and Dream Catchers. You can see all the action. There are two games that are happening here today, one on Gahanga B and one here, Gahanga A. So there will be another two games again as well in the afternoon. Full, driven, but straight to mid-dawn for no run as well. So this is what I'm saying exactly. When you get balls that you should be able to cash on them, that is something that Georgette Ingabire is failing to do and capitalize on that. Now she's striking it 50%. Not ideally, especially in this format. Again, another fuller one. Same results, same shots and field. So if you look at where the keeper is standing there, I've been talking about stepping out there. The keeper is standing about 10 or so yards behind the stumps there. Luciani Continenza just bowling, tossing those balls up. If you can just use your feet, the mid off and mid donor up in the circle. Tries to go across again, finds the mid wicket. That's pressure now that is coming in towards Ingabire Georgette. It's not like she's not getting balls that can be hit here, but if you look at the way the approach is using, sometimes she's trying to overhit the ball, sometimes she's trying to go across the line. Across the line this time. But finds Ingabire Justine deep fine leg for a single.
21 balls have been already faced by Ingabire Georgette. That's and only 10 runs have been picked. That's the reason why I think the pressure is coming in. Edging that one straight to the third man region, finding a protection there. I think this will be a single, as we've been saying, when you were not managing to get like singles, doubles, and triples. That's when pressure comes in and you find yourself playing shots which would have been not played.
Yeah, very well said there. I'm telling you, if you are not getting boundaries, you need to make sure that you get singles there. Another one swept away. Again, to fine leg for the singles. If you see that boundaries are not coming in, there's a lot of gaps that have been opened here by Amasimi Hawks. So you need to make sure that you capitalize and cash in on that because you're not getting the ball to the boundary. So you shouldn't be swallowing a lot of dot deliveries. Yes. End of the eighth, they 8 for the loss of 2. Ingabire Georgette 11 of 22. Striking it again at 50%. Uize Sharon 2 of 3. They need to do something here. They started very well, very positive. But since they've lost those 2 wickets, seems things have not gone their way now. It's like, remember what I talked about earlier on when they lost that first wicket? Georgette faced at least 4 dot deliveries again. Just thinking about the other wicket on the other end, just yes, it has happened, but you just need to carry on with the momentum, the way you've been playing. Then the other batters will catch up on you. Again, another flighted delivery there by Sabi Mana Sylvia, got away with that. Swept away. His protection in the deep. That can only be a single. If they can do that consistently, Enoch, even each and every delivery, that could help their run rate again. That would also relieve pressure to them as a betting unit here. You don't want to be conceding a lot of dot deliveries here, especially with these slow bowlers that are bowling at this present moment.
Tossing that one, and Batman could have managed to get enough of it, but it went different. Also tapping on that one, just non-striker trying to move in, but the striker thinking otherwise and saying no. 4 dots so far in this over. One run have been picked, driving that one straight to the fielder. They end up winning only 1 run in this over. And something they are not getting is Sajmana Sylvie is just tossing up the ball. All they just need to do is to get enough of it, getting their leg on the ball and just hitting it hard. That's it. That is it.
It's all about options here, Enoch. What options do we have as a better here, especially like such against such kind of deliveries? The ball has been tossed up. Use of the feet, advance drive, the mid off and mid on up in the circle. The moment you advance, you get under the ball, you can hit it over the top, force them to go to the boundary. Then from there, you start knocking the ball around there. That's the only way you can make it easy. Because at this point of time now, where these guys are looking forward to do that 80 that the captain spoke about earlier on is again, this one now strays down the leg side by Nyakondineza Josian. So it's all about the options that you've got as a better. Where do you score off? And to look at the areas that you need to score off. Now, if you look at these two bowlers here, Josian and Sylvia Usabimana, they are all bowling full, tossing the ball up again. The difference is Josian is a medium pace bowler, Sylvia is a leg spinner, but the way they've been tossing the ball up allows the batter to come up, advance down the wicket. Look at that again. Goes for the sweep, misses that one, just brush the pads there. So if she can use your feet here, Enoch, if you look at where the mid off is and the mid on is, just get under the ball, hit it over the top. Both of these guys will be dropped down to the boundary, and it makes it easier now to knock the ball around on the ground and start accumulating runs on the ground. Once you start doing that, it makes it easy for you. You relieve pressure again from yourself as a better. Look at that one. It was there for the hitting, but because she's trying to overhit the ball, she couldn't time that one very well. Then it ends up being a dot in the wall. That is something that Amasimi Hawks is looking for. They now are back in control here. If you look at the inside 5 overs, they were on 26 for the loss of 1. But if you look at the amount of runs they've gotten in those 3 overs there, I'm telling you, it's not pleasing. This is what I'm talking about. This is the approach that should be used here. Bit sloppy there in the deep, allows them to come back for the second. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. Have that positive intent. Try to hit it over the top. Once you do that, the bowler is going to change the approach. They're going to change the line. The captain, again, is also forced to change the fielders. No,
Driving that one straight on the ground, and the captain just taking it once and sending it back to the bowling zone. And what happens when pressure comes in, you find batters switching their games to the bowler's game. In the beginning, the current run rate was 15 runs, and now it's only 4 runs. One more legal delivery to go from this over to mark 10 overs on the board.
yes, you look at that now, Georgette Ngabi, the 15 of 28, with a Sharon 2 of 8. Need it to be vice versa. Look at that. With shot, finds Wera Sara in the covers. There was a misfield there, but Sylvia Usabimana doing the backing up job there. That's the end of over number 10 is 43 for the loss of 2, going at 4.3. They need to up that a bit more if they are looking forward to put competitive winning total on the board there. Gabriel Georgette still in there, striking at 53.57, 15 of 28, Ufitnema Lillian, 13 of 16. Bimenyi Mana Diane couldn't bowl 2 of 7, and Sharon who is there, still there. 2 runs there is the bowling card. The Ringa Sonia being expensive, 2 overs going for 15. Zaituriga Nadine, 2 overs, 17 runs. Ishim and Riet, 1 over, 3 runs, 1 wicket in that. There is again change of bowling from the airport end. Ingabire Justine, right arm off spin comes into ball. So they've seen that the slow bowlers have been doing a fantastic job here. So Ishim and Riet opted to stick to them, so rotating them around. So giving the ball to a young sister there, playing in the same team as well here in this elite. Goes for the sweep, but his protection in the deep, that can only be a single. If you look at it again, the running him in the wicket now, the deep fielders right on the boundary. These two batters are not even looking forward to push them to come back for a second. So that shows now how much negativity they have shown now as a betting unit after losing 2 wickets. It's only 2 wickets only. You've got a lot of wickets to come in like Atete Belis and Ifam Kamsoni. Those are good betters. So if you can try to put pressure here, we've talked about it, you and me here, that if you're not getting boundaries, you need to be pushing for doubles. You need to be pushing for the singles. But now, if you're not pushing the fielders on the boundary, then definitely you are now in a shell. You've allowed yourself to succumb to pressure. Driven there, wrong end. Had it been a direct hit there, definitely that would have seen Sharoni, who is coming back to the dugout, but the throw was not good enough to effect that run out. So just trying to force these singles in front of fielders. That should be a wide, and wide it is given there by the umpire. They can cash on, and I'm telling you, this is the period that you need to cash on here, big time. There are a lot of spaces being opened. Yes, they've got an extra fielder inside. That one driven to the gap, but Ishimwe and Riel just runs a couple of yards to a left side, managed to stop that one. The key better here is Georgette Ngabiri. He's been there for 10 overs, so she needs a lovely shot there by Sharon, but straight to Sarah Uwera in the covers for a dot. So Georgette Ngabiri is a key better here. She must not come out when they need her. She has to be there all the way to over number 20 here if they want to put a competitive total. Quicker one this time by Ingabire Ingabire Justine to close off over number 11. It's 42 for the loss of 2. 47, I beg your pardon, for the loss of 2. They need to up the tempo here. The Ingabo Knights, they wanted also to bet. They've been sent into bed, so which means it favored them. But if you look at the way they've started comparing to where they are now, I'm telling you, they've got a lot of work to do here. It's gone back to Nadine in Zaituriki. Given out. First ball there for the comeback by Nzaituriki. Nadine, I've spoke about it, that it's Georgette Ingabire should not be the one going out here, but I spoke too early. Try to go across the line there on that particular delivery. Getting hit on the board there, umpire and Jay Nicole saw that it was right, crashing the stumps, raising the finger. Ingabire Georgette goes for 17 of 31. Amasimi Hawks strikes their third. Shuffles across. Yeah, but I think it's just being unfortunate there. Look where that back leg is, way outside leg stump there. What's your take there on that LBW decision? Yes, she did in play it. She played across the line, but what do you look at? Where did the ball pitch? Was it going to hit the stumps? You understand? But if on the look of that thing, I'm telling you, if you look at that pick, I could see all the three stumps on the point of contact there, which means even if she'd missed that one, that ball was not going anywhere onto hitting the stumps. So definitely we've got time to watch this ball over and over again. The umpire's got only one uh, chance to make a decision, but if you look at that, I'm telling you, it's to me it wasn't pleasing. I think there've been some slipping at some point there by the official, but fortunate enough for Amasimbi Hawks, they will take that. So far, two decisions that have gone Amasimbi Hawks' way, quarters of officiating.
Yeah, but they are called officials for a reason. Once they say yes, it's yes. Once it's no, it's no. And the incoming batter is Mukamsoni Anif. Adine charging in straight to up in there, and the chase is on. Batters will come back for the second one, and comfortably they will pick doubles. They can see the intention of the new batter. Previously, in Gabriel Georgette went back to the dugout, swallowing 30 deliveries and getting only 17 runs from it.
Full and blocked. Kamsoni Anifa got off the mark. A good cover drive for two. Yeah, it's just unfortunate that sometimes it goes against the batters there as well. But they need to find a way to make right and proper decision there. Because if you are talking about someone's career, you're talking about someone's innings, a team's innings. Obviously, you would have played bigger role there into disturbing that. It's like you've said, there are officials. They cannot be called officials for nothing. Sometimes they've got room to get away with that as well, as opposed to players. So it's something that they just need to think about going forward to up the officiating. Lovely ball there. Tries to go for a single there, but was sent back. Sharon. So it's one of those things, that comes in there when officials get it wrong. They don't get punished, even at way international level. We've seen a lot of international umpires making such mistakes and get away with it. if a player makes one mistake, they will get punished. We talk about demerit points. They talk about you get suspended. Things like that. Full again and straight goes Anifa Nkamsoni. One of the big hitters of Ingabo Knights batters as well comes at the crease. They expected to put in some runs. The end of the 12th, it's 49 for the loss of 3. If you've been watching a lot of cricket again, I've been watching a lot of international cricket in the past few weeks again. There's been a lot of talks in terms of officiating, umpires being caught on the other side of the game. West Indies again taking on. Um, I'm not sure, but it was West Indies who was playing again. Umpires being caught again. Umpires being caught in a lot of controversial decision. England versus India as well. That test again. It's been a lot. Good shot there by Sharon, but finds Sonia Umringa in the covers. So a lot has been happening in terms of officiating here. So if the standards are being raised again, it's not all about the players, it's not all about the game. Even officials need to go there. Bowled around the legs. There with Sharon being bowled by Ingabire Justine. Things are not going well for Ingabo Knights here. They lose their 4th. Not putting runs on the board here. If you look at the way they've been losing wickets at regular intervals here, I'm telling you, it's not good signs the way they've started. Now with the way they are losing wickets here. And exposing the leg stump. Just turn slightly there. Sharon, who is not knowing where his stumps are. In comes the captain, Irera Rosin, who joins Anifa Mukamsones. We've got 2 new batters at the crease at the present moment. So it's now a rebuilding phase for Ingabo Knights.
Actually, at this stage of the game, they need to run hard. They need to pick doubles, triples if they can, and singles. And also, if they can also manage to get boundaries, they need to. And I don't think that Rosin would have been a good option for this team, which have like Belize Americatete and other batters. Let us see. Things can change. She's the captain. Maybe she has a different plan. 2 dots so far on her back. Maybe she comes up with different plan. Let us see if it can work.
Yeah, she's been bowling well here so far. Driven there into the covers for no run again. Can this be the first maiden of this inning? Hidden wicket in it. Last delivery to come there by Ingabire Justine. Yes, definitely it is a maiden wicket. Lovely piece of bowling there by Ingabire Justine. This is what Amasimi Hawks has been looking for, putting the brakes on the scoring rate that has been shown by Ingabo Knights. They started going at 9 runs and over 11 at some point, but now it has gone down to 3.77. Some brilliant bowling spells there by the Amasimi Hawks. 53 dots so far in this 13 overs here. Singles 16 to 7. So that shows that there's not been a lot of running in between the wickets as well. Boundaries again, not a lot of them. So if you are not scoring boundaries, you should be scoring singles. If you are not scoring singles, you should be scoring boundaries. That's the way to go in this format here. But Ingabo Knights seems to be caught wanting. Ishimwe Henriette to come and bowl a second over from the driven hard on the ground. And fumble there allows them to complete a single. Henriette not happy with that fielding by Sabimana Sylvia. Could have done better there.
And on some occasion, you have to give them the credit and appreciations for executing the shots well, driving shots, whatever. But I would rather choose edges, which brings runs, than those perfect shots, which are going straight to the fielders. Because at the end of the day, we are going to lose the game just only by executing shots, which are not bringing runs on the table.
There is the edge that we've been talking about. They've got a single there. Yes, because there's no point. I'm telling you, you've said it very well. You're playing a good shot, but straight to the fielders. So you gotta find ways to get that ball into the gap. Play the shot very well. You show that you're seeing the ball, but you need to find ways to get the ball into the gap so that you keep the scoreboard ticking. But if you keep hitting into the fielders, that is pressure you are applying to yourself as well. So they need to knock it around. If you're not getting ball, I keep repeating this, you need to keep knocking the ball around. Swing and a miss. Again, they trying to go hard on the ball, and if are not anywhere close to that. They still have got someone like Belis Murikatete who can strike the ball hard, but you don't want her to come when the equation is going a bit more higher. You would want to come here when you now need to have those big hitting shots. Still no timing on that particular shot by Anifa Mkamsoni. Spoke about 80 runs there. That's what she spoke about the captain right there. She's bowling. And they are looking forward for sure to be going around that 80 round mark. Again, not timed very well, trying to go across the line, trying to overhit that one. Finding Yirakundineza Josian at mid wicket. Another decent over here by the captain Ishimu Henriette. 2 runs so far in this over. Good over there, giving away only 2. It's 51 for the lot of 4 after 14. Ingabo Knights are in trouble here.
Projected score being 73 runs, and the current run rate is 3 runs, 0.6 runs per over. I mean 3.64 runs per over. They can see the umpire and the coach Anselme of Ingabo Knights looking confused, asking himself what his team is doing there in the middle. Captain of Amasimi Hawks at the toss have said that they want to restrict them at least below 80. Let us see if they can win the game as they have won the toss. Driving that one straight to the fielder again. Bold, bold, and the captain will have to depart now. "51 runs on the board and 5 wickets down now. Coming batter is one of our hard hitters, Belize Mlekatete. Let us see if she can just come in and bring some difference. Look at that. Just tries to drive that one. And unfortunately, she missed it completely. Two wickets have been picked so far by Ingabire Justine. Up and over the top, straight on the ground, finding a protection there and getting a single. Five more overs to go with 3 deliveries. Winger close, straight to the Lakeside region. Coming back for the second one. Banana striker saying no. and they ends up getting a single. Back to the crease is Murekatete Belize, just going for cut shot, missing it completely. She's very well known for hitting balls very hard. Let us see what she's going to be doing in this innings. Tapping that one straight to the point position, handing Clarice alert and not allowing her to go anywhere. 15 overs down now. More 5 overs to go. Projected score is 71 run. Kamsoni on 4 off 11 and Belize 1 run off 3 balls.
Yeah, things not looking well here. Losing wickets at one point, they were 29 for one. Then they got 45 for two. Now they are 53 for the loss of five. Last 30 deliveries left here. Even down there at Gahanga B, things are not looking well for Imena Irons as well. They're on 25 for the loss of five after 10 overs. Hard on the ground, into the covers. Just for a single. They need to find a way to get to the boundary here now. These two are power hitting batters. They need to find a way now. Belize Mrekatete has always have got a problem with his leg spinners here. So hopefully she's got a different plan and a different option here. Flighted. Wide it is.
Apart from being wide, you see the way Belize is just waiting for the ball to bounce for her to look at that. You see that not managing to get enough of it, but also the way she's just getting it late. I don't know if it is going to work this time because at this stage of the game they just need to get doubles, triples, singles, and they keep the ball ticking.
That one turned, kept a bit lower. Look at the way she's standing there, not even anywhere closer to be making contact with such kind of deliveries here. She's got to find ways to deal with these leg spinners. Tries to go for the sweep. Steals a single in the end. Sabimana Sylvia bowling a third over here, only giving away 10 runs so far with a wicket in it. So I'm not quite impressed, by the way Sylvia is bowling here so far as a leg spinner here. Especially tossing these deliveries up. But it's just the batters that are not having enough option. That was a wide. It's just the batters that are not having enough options here just to come advance. I would love to see them advancing down the track, hitting over the top of mid-off here with the spin, or hitting the top of cover there. But they're all playing in the crease of the back foot again. Look at that particular occasion again, trying to cut that one, finding it, hitting it straight to mid-off. So it's just that the option that they possess is these two batters against a leg spinner. Eh? This is what I'm talking about. Not time it well. At least lands in front of the long on. That's for the single. That marks the end of over number 16. It's 57 for the loss of 58 for the loss of 5. 24 delivers left here. How much more do you think they will add here?
Actually, with this approach, I don't know if they are also going to make it to 80. And this will specify how the captain of Amasimi Hawks wins the games and tosses. Just predicting that they are going to streak them at least below 80, and they just managed to execute it well, as they have said. It's a great art. captain herself coming back into attack from airport end. Rekatete, Kamson Anif being on the crease, having the strike. Let us see what she's going to do with this delivery. Just driving that one straight to the leg side region, finding a protection there, only picking a single.
Yeah, what I would love to see again, let's say if this inning ends when they've not passed that 8 run mark, the approach that Amasimi Hawks is going to use again. They've got Clarice Umtoniwase, they've got Sarah Wera, they've got Henriette Shimwe. Good hitters off the ball again. So what I would love to see is the approach towards the chase. She's brought herself back in to bowl a third. Still full and straight. Police could not manage to hit that off the square. Still conceding to deliveries here in Ingabo Knights. I'm not sure if they are aware exactly of the situation that they are in now. Long on and long off. Third man are the three guys on the boundary. Use of the feet. Goes across the line. Stamps castled. Henriette Shimwe bowls full and straight. That was a shot of desperation there from Rekatete Belize. I don't think she was actually well in control of knowing where she wants to hit that particular delivery. She just premeditated that one. Gone for 2 after facing 8 deliveries. In comes Marie Joseph Atumkunde. Since they lost those 2 wickets, look at it again there. Full. Look there, away from it, going across it. If she has got a bit more straighter there, there is a big gap between long off and long on. So it's all about options. Since they lost those 2 wickets, they never seems to recover after losing Lillian and Diane Bimenyimana. Then they lost again. They're informed better. Georgette Ingabire, they never seem to have recovered. They never seem to have a plan on how to go about their betting here in Ingabo Knights. The only meaningful partnership that we saw was that one of 26 runs between Ingabire Georgette and Lillian Ufitinema. That is the only meaningful partnership that we saw so far in this inning. Then since then, none of the bettors ever seem to have a clue on what to do, how to go about the betting proceedings. It has been wickets after wickets.
Men's game, starting off with a powerful shot straight on the ground. I think a protection there is Usabimana Sylvie protecting the lope. Here, something we can say is about mental toughness, knowing what to do and when to do it. As coaches, what do you do to develop the mentality of a player, the mental toughness, just the calmness when she is or he is in the field?
Lovely delivery there. Good shot, but played to the fielder. It's all about the players when it comes to this, because it's something that you don't normally would like to spend time teaching them. It's all about them understanding. What you just need to do is to present them the scenarios on how to deal with situation, how to to compose yourself when you're in this situation. What options do you possess as a player? How to use it? What works for you? What does not work for you? What does the situation need? Is there, how do you apply it yourself as a better? You have been in these scenarios, even in when you're practicing, you're given these scenarios to play in. So it's up to you now to shift them from practice to the game here. So a lot of the things, a lot of the time that you see is players always find themselves thinking about the results in the end before doing the processes of how to get to there. So that's it end up getting them into that shell whereby they cannot be able to play with freedom, uh, unleash their options that they've got, especially when they're betters again. So they worry too much about coming out as opposed to be positive on how to score runs. So that makes them play the way these guys are playing now. So you end up putting yourself under pressure because you're worrying about how you're going to come out. Because the only thing as a better that comes in is when you go into bed, the only thing that is left for you is to come out. So it's you to choose when to come out. How do you need to come out? What time do you need to have for you to be able to play the game that you want to play? But so a lot of the time they worry about the outcome. They are worrying about the score. They are worrying about making a mistake. So the moment you worry about making a mistake, that which means you're going to be limited in terms of freedom. You're going to be limited in terms of having that independent to play the shots that you want to be playing. So you just need to go in there with a lot of freedom. You know the shots, you possess them, go there, show them and use them. Another toast delivery that was way to be a wide there. If you look at where Kamsoni and Anifa played that ball from, but it ended up being a dot delivery.
Another wide delivery and very well said. As a player, you have to be mentally tough to know what to do and when you are supposed to be doing it. A strong shot down there. It's going to be a boundary. Nah, there was a protection there in the deep. As I've been saying, you have to be mentally tough to know when to do something and what is needed to be done because you are not playing for yourself, you are playing for the team. A single mistake would cost the whole trophy, the whole victory. So you have to be alert and positive in every single situation for you to win the game.
Yeah, but for me, I would rather be bowled out for 63 all out in 15 or 16 overs, having the positive intent of trying to go for the ball than betting all the 20 overs here for six, then you end up scoring 70 all out. That's not a winning total anyway. So it's just the mentality. I would rather go for the ball, get bowled out for 40, trying to go. Then you've got something that you've learned from there, something that you've picked from there. Shot straight into the hands, a couple of bounces there, stuck into the hands, ended up being a good catch there by Sonia Omringa at mid off, but good intent there by Marie Joseph Tumkunde. Just trying to hit it over there. If it passed down there, that was going to be a boundary there. So this is the approach that you'd love to see from the batters coming in. If they've done this a bit more earlier, you never know. This score could have been around 100, 105 there. Unfortunately, it ended up being a good catch there by um, Muringa Sonia. They again tossed up, laid straight there, but the elevation was not enough to hit it over there. Eyes on the ball, they always talk about that one. Look at the smiles on the face there by from Sonia Omuringa. She knows how important it is to take catches like that. It changes the whole equation of the game. In comes half pint sized better there. Uimanzi Keira. Been there in the system long enough. She's got a big task lying ahead of her. Being exposed at this level at the present moment. They've been watching these games sitting outside there as youngsters now. They are into that age of them being featuring with the seniors. She's a bit short there. If you look at here in the stumps, there, she's not that much higher from the stumps. So this becomes hard as a bowler now to bowl. So there's been a bit of some confusion there. Changing ends because it was a catch. Full and driven down to long off for a single. Kamsoni Anifa has been there for 21 deliveries. She is on 10 now. She needs to do more than that.
The guy who wanted to strike now have the strike, has the strike, I mean. Starting off with a shot which is not powerful enough to get off the mark.
It's all about having the right betters betting at the right time here. So I don't think this is the right time for Wimanzi carrier to be coming in to bet, especially in this situation that they are in now, where they need to get boundaries here. Push for a quick single. Not out, says the umpire. Turns out to be a good run in the end.
From this previous call, you can see the clear impact your partner will make when you are there in the middle. When you're playing someone who is not alert enough, who is not energetic, who is not positive, I'm telling you to be always hard for you, always be hard for you to bring something out from you. Blocking that one, and feel the bowler herself will have it. Been saying the impact and the positiveness from the non-striker, from the partner. Even though Wimanzi was not alert enough, but you can see the way Mkamson is just calling her, saying yes, yes, yes. Powerful shot straight down the ground. Sonia Muringa being the protector, the one have took a great catch at the second attempt, way too acrobatic.
Boundaries have dried up here. I think they've last scored the boundary in over number 4, courtesy of Vitinema Lily. And since then, we have never seen any boundary coming in now. The ground has become bigger. Ingabo Knights. Lovely finish to the over there, giving away only 3 and finishing a spell. 4 overs, 11 runs, and 2 wickets in it. Lovely piece of bowling there by the captain. It's 19 overs gone, last 6 delivers left. 66 for the loss of 7. Right on the money here. She spoke about 80 and less. She knew exactly the plan. They stuck to the plan. And they've managed to do that very well. So what I'm interested in, like I've told you, I'm going to be interested in the chase, the approach that should be used. A couple of seconds here to listen to the calls from the dugouts, but if she had gone and looked to come back for the second, that could have been an easy 2 there. So she was caught sleeping, caught napping there. Mukamsoni Anifa, you don't need that, the awareness of the situation. Yeah, you are in the last over. Every run counts in this last over. But when you are running casual. Look at that. They driven straight to Henriette. Well picked on the stumps. Look at Anifa there. Look, not anywhere in the frame. Then those 15 yards. Again, look at the throw. Right on the stumps there. Lovely piece of fielding in the end by Akengine Delphine to dismiss Mukamisoni Anifa. Those are the basics there, I'm telling you, if you're running in between the wickets, just get a touch on the crease and look to come back for the second, especially when the balls have ricocheted from the stumps there. But she ran another couple of 18 yards behind the stumps. So she needed around about 36 yards again back to make it on the other end. With the experience that she possesses, she shouldn't be dismissed in such particular fashion. In comes Ishimo Zulufat, not known for her batting. It's known for your bowling, so it's going to be interesting to see how she goes about these last 5 deliveries of the first inning between Ingabo Knights and Amasimi Hawks. It is the Women's Elite T20 tournament here, powered by Dafabet, RCA. You can catch it live on YouTube again. Sportsbox, Dreamcatchers making it happening for you. Another dot delivery there by Josiane Nyirakundineza. Tony Wase Ishimwe Zulufat. Just trying to hit that one to the leg side. There is a mid wicket for that shot. Long on, I mean. And wide delivery there. Nyira Kondineza, Josiane, they would take those runs in Gabo Knights.
that swing and miss or what? That was a bottom edge, as you have mentioned earlier. Shimwe Zulfat is known as a bowler, not a batter, but sometimes bowlers can also get you close. My goodness.
See, just swinging and hope for the best there, not washing the ball there. 68 for the loss of 8. Last two deliveries of this first inning. I'm not sure what the plan was for Ingabo Knights. Again, just got a touch on that. They end up getting a single there. Delphina Gangene again finding stumps, but this time allowing them to get that single. That brings back again Ulmanzi. Keira on strike to face the last delivery there. Good over there by Nyakundineza Josian. Just giving away 2 runs so far, bowling a last ball of a spell, giving away 11 runs, no wickets. Up and over. Sarah Guerra, as they are pushing, looking for 2. Good finish by Keira Wimanzi in the end, getting 2 runs there to get the total to 7-0 for the loss of 8 after 20. That is it, ladies and gentlemen, the completion of the first inning here. Ingabo Knights and Amasimi Hawks. Amasimi Hawks will be needing 71 runs to win in the allotted 20 overs. The approach there, is what I'm looking forward to see. There is betting card of Ingabo Knights, Ngabire Georgette, 17 of 31 of Itnema Lily and 13 of 16. The Menyimena Maridian, 2 of 7 with Nkuriza Sharon, 3 of 15. Kamsoni Anifa, 12 of 25. Irera Rosine, 1 of 7. Elise Mrekatete, 2 of 8. Tumukunde Marie Joseph, 1 of 3. Then Wimanzi Kate, 1, 2 of 3. And Ishimu Zurufat, 1 of 5. Be the opposite. So then that is it. 16 extras has been offered here. Meaningful Partnerships is only the first one of 26 of 26, followed by Ingabire Georgette with a Kuriza Sharon, 18 of 29. Nothing much to talk about there in the partnership. Sonia Omringa, 2 overs, 15 runs, no wickets. Nzaituriki Nadine, 3 overs, 19. 1 wicket. Ishimu and Red, pick of the bowlers there, 4 overs, 11 runs, 2 wickets. Nyakundeneza, 4 overs, 13 runs, no wicket. Sabimana Sylvia, 4 overs, 14, 2 wickets. And Ingabire Justine, again, being very economical there, 3 overs, 6 runs, and 2 wickets. That is the Amasimbi Hawks bowling card. Join us shortly as we come back for the run chase here. 71 to win of 20 overs. Amasimbi Hawks will be needing that. How they started here. Look at that. Started very well. Then that. Ingabire Georgette being dismissed by Nzaituriki Nadine. Then from that point onwards, they never seemed to recover. They never seemed to rebuild. Continued with that again around the legs. And it has been wickets and wickets. Again, Herrera Rosine, not even anywhere closer to that. Ingabire Justine, the captain, Shimwe Belis Mrekatete tries to go for the big one. Never seemed to recover. This is what transpired in the first inning. in terms of how it goes about there. Marie Joseph Tumkunde goes for that one. Cash in the end by Umurinja Sonia. So they never seem to recover. They end up putting in the Kamsoni and Nifa. Run out, fielding in the end by Akengine Delphine. Caught napping there. Look at that. So that is how the proceedings ended there. So catch us shortly as we come back for the ranches.
Respect.
I've never wished on hold it, didn't need it, go. I've never wished on hold it, hoped it, never go.
Respect.
I've never wished on hold it, didn't need it, go. I've never wished on hold it, hoped it, never
Respect. Respect.
I've never wished on hold it, didn't need it, go. I've never wished on hold it, hoped it, never go.
Respect.
I've never wished on hold it, didn't need it, go. I've never wished on hold it, hoped it, never go.
And we are back for the run chase. Amasimi Hawks needs 71 runs in 20 overs. Ingabo Knights not managing to post something huge, only posting 70 runs of 20 overs. Opening for Amasimi Hawks, we have Lalise and Salah. They have been sharing this stage for a very long time. They know each other, they understand each other, they can play together and win the game together. Looking forward to have an exciting innings. The opening bowler from the airport end is Belize Molekatete.
Yeah, they've got some good bowling to deal with here. Again, Mrekatete Belis, Vini Herrera, Imenyimana Tian. So those are some good batters they need to deal with. Marie Joseph Tumkunde, Pacific Nyirandorimana, Ishimwe Mtoniwase Zurufat. But are those bowlers good enough now to defend 70 that they've put on the board now? That is the question that we are about to get the answer from. There is Mrekatete Belis to Uwera Sara. Starts off with a wide and something that they don't need. A call there by Mtoni Wasekararis. They get a single in the end, make them 2 so far to open the innings. The subsection is started. We've mentioned it earlier on again, missing the services of their wicket-keeper Flora Irakoze, who's fallen sick. So they've gone to Ingabire Georgette to do the keeping duties. So you'd expect that a lot often. Lovely piece of bowling there, but well played by Mtoniwase Clarice. Just punching it down to mid-wicket. She also understands the quality of bowling that she's going to be facing here. Belis Mulekatete won't be giving loose deliveries so easily. So that is something that they are aware of. Down the leg side again. Just waiting for the signal from the umpire there. Wide it is. And not a good start. Not an ideal one that they would expect. And after that wide again, the single has been taken. So they need to be well disciplined here. They need to be tighter. Yes, they possess a lot of quality bowlers in their side, but with what they've put on the board here, you cannot afford to be giving away extras.
'68 runs required from 119 balls. Just trying to block that one, but missing it completely, not judging the length and line properly.
Yeah, that was a good ball there by Mrekatete Belis onto the surface, getting some bounce there, beating that outside edge. They know that they are going to be facing a lot of these deliveries, especially from Mrekatete Belis. So they will be a bit watchful in them. They've gotten 4 runs so far in this over. Still 4 deliveries to come. What they don't want is to lose a wicket. Swing and a miss. Uwera Sara not even anywhere closer to play that shot. Even if he had played that shot, I don't think that ball was going to go anywhere there. There was no intent to get that ball into the gap. It was just a shot of desperation, just hoping to make contact with the ball. Not planning on how to score runs here. It's not like you're chasing a huge total on the board here. It's only 70 that you need. Again, that one into the surface, tucked to mid wicket. Keira Wimanzi does a good job there. So this is what you don't want. Yes, you understand it's still early on in the innings, but you don't want to be conceding these dot balls early on This is where you need to take on bowlers, show your character. Everyone's in the circle. It's only fine leg and third man onto the boundary here, which means everyone in front of square, in front, behind square, they are in the circle, mid on in the circle. See again, not anywhere closer to playing that catch shot. The hands are tucked closer to your body. Because no matter how many runs you're chasing, the more you face dot balls, the more you start getting under pressure. So you need to make sure that you find a way to sustain pressure, get on top of it. Lovely ball there, beating the outside edge to end the first over by Belis Murekatete there, giving away only 4 after 1. 4 for no loss. Amasimi Hawks needing 68 of 114 deliveries. There's the dugout, well chilled. The captain sitting there with Nyorikundo Tanya. Those should be the incoming batters.
"68 runs required from 114 deliveries. For Amasimi Hawks to win this game, they only need 3 runs per over, and so far, the current run rate is 4 runs per over. It seems like they have the proper approach for them to win the game, but they can also do better.
Yeah, it's all about doing better. It's all about being positive as well. Coming up with a plan, a clear one. Herrera was in to bowl the second over from the pavilion end. Starts off with a short one, punished. That should be the first boundary there. Tonuwase Clarice, after realizing that was there for the taking, gave it a all. The first boundary there. Bit fuller this time. Just punched into the covers. And you can see the way she backs off there. She knows that she should have done better on that particular occasion. Again, another shorter delivery as well. So this is where the problem is now, now after getting that boundary. Getting off strike now, you've seen it happening a couple of times here when these ladies are playing. Getting off strike now becomes a problem. Is being satisfied of that boundary that they've gotten in that over. That one turned. Just right inside the inner thigh guard. So again, getting off strike here has been a problem here for Clarissa Mtonuwase after getting that boundary of the first delivery. Because normally if you get a boundary of the first delivery, you've applied pressure onto the bowler. So if you can get 2 or 3 singles in between, those are 7 runs. It is another wide comes in from there. So that should be the approach there. After you've gotten the boundary of the first delivery, the next delivery that comes in, look to get those twos, look to get those singles. You will get to 6, 7 runs and over without any problem whatsoever. Another shorter one, driven down on the ground. There is protection now this time, but could not stop them from coming back for the second. This is what they should be doing here all day long and make this chase a bit easier. They've got the experience, 2 of the most experienced campaigners in Rwanda women's cricket, Clarissa Mtonuwase and Uwera Sarah. They've been in this situation. End of over number 2 is 11 for no loss. Mtonuwase on 6 of 7. Uwera still to get off the mark after facing 5 deliveries. 61 of 108 balls needed for Amasimi Hawks to claim the first victory of this RCA Women's T20 powered by Alphabet as well. Sports Box, Dream Catchers, live on YouTube. If you want to catch some live action there, this is where you find this elite women's being played. Mureka Tete to continue to bowl his second.
Rekatete charging in. Sarah getting an edge on that one and managing to go off the mark with a single. Rekatete starting off with a single. 60 runs required in 107 balls. Required run rate is 3 runs per over for Amasimi Hawks to get this victory away from Ingabo Knights. Loud appeal there. Loud appeal there. The batter was much concerned on the appeal, not looking at his partner, and that was going to be a run out. Have you seen that?
Yeah, the awareness again, caught napping there, umpire's decision there. Instead of completing that single, you heard a loud call from your partner. You gotta trust it and get to the other end. Leave the rest to the men in charge there. Down the leg side this time, Katete failing to control the ball there. Wide given. He's looking to hunt for wickets here, Mrikatete believes. Yes, they need wickets here. They know that they didn't put a huge total on the board to defend. So the option is to hunt for wicket. But a lot of the times when you go hunting for wickets, you tend to lose your line and you tend to lose your control. You end up dishing away extras here. You just need to do the simple thing of just bowling right, good line and length. Look for those dot balls. Edged. Third man for a single. 'This left and right hand combination also gives a lot of headache to the fielders and the captain. Again, the bowlers, because after every single taken, you have to adjust everything. So it needs people that are level headed, it needs people that are mentally strong in that regards. No foot movement there on that particular occasion.
"57 runs required from 104 deliveries." And something interesting in cricket is uh, it's this common for teams to lose when on their side, even the beginning. Just tapping that one and hitting it to the leg side region, finding a protection there, and only getting a single.
Yeah, sometimes it will be interesting if they lose a wicket here, Enoch. How do they go about that one? Because once you lose a wicket, remember, sometimes it applies pressure to the incoming batter as well. If you think a lot about that wicket that you've lost, is where a lot of the times batters lose it. It's part of the game to lose wickets, but it's how you carry on forward now to make sure that you repair the damage that has been caused. Straight missed everything. Keeper punched it as well. Got hit on the arm there. He is in pain. Definitely the physio will have a look onto that. It's not easy to be keeping to seamers like Pelis Mrekatete if you are not a regular wicket keeper in the squad. Stand-up keeper there for Flora Irakoze. Hope it doesn't carry on into the next game. Just a touch of the physio will make it disappear there. 16 for the loss of no wicket here after 3 overs. 56 of 102. Very, very much achievable here, needing 3 runs and over. They're going at 5.33. So it's not a lot of score to work around with here. I've been speaking about the quality bowlers that this team possesses. They've got Mrekatete Belis, they've got Diandi Menyimana, Rosini Herrera, Ishimwe Zulufat, Marie Josepha Tumkunde, Pacific Nyirandorimana, Uimanzi Keira. Those are quality bowlers. Akengenie Delphine as well. So they've got 7 quality bowlers, Ingabo Knights. But the problem is now runs on the board. They didn't put enough runs on the board there. That is where it is going to hurt them most. If you look at this Manhattan there, the comparison there, the blue ones, Amasimi Hawks, a lot of bigger blocks there in terms of runs scored per over. Not yet having that brown one in terms of wickets, so they are seeming to be in control here. So they just need to maintain that. So the question is, how much longer can they get to that 71 that they need to win this game? Yes, Herrera Rosin to bowl a second over. So Clarisse Umtono was a dispatching here, first delivery for 4, for a short delivery. So what lesson did she learn there, Rosin, when she bowled a bit more fuller? It gave a little some trouble to Umtono Clarisse. Fuller one, driven, passed through the hands of covers for a single.
This is what you have been saying. This right hand and left hand combination. Every time, every single ball, you just have to adjust the fielding positions. And it doesn't affect batters, only fielders and the bowlers.
Yeah, it's very, very difficult at some point, especially maybe if you're not used to that. It's the game anyway, you need to get used. Goes for the sweep. There was a half-hearted appeal there, turned down by umpire Anje Nicole, suggesting that was going down the leg side. Goes for the sweep this time, got enough of it. They're looking to get back for 2, sent back by the partner, Umtoni Clarisse. So you see, if you look at these 2 batters here, they seem to have a plan on how to go about this chess. They're not allowing themselves to concede a lot of those delivers. They're always finding ways to get those runs on the board, as opposed to the Ingabo Knights batters. They were only relying on boundaries that were not coming again, not also getting singles as well. So that is, you see, up and over. Catch is a call, and catch taken. Good catch there. Not new to someone like Anifa Mukamisoni. She has got a lot of catches like this under her belt. She knows how to take those catches. That is the end of Umtono Clarisse. Goes for 8 after facing 12 deliveries here. Bold Herrera Rosin caught Anifa Mkamsoni. I'm telling you, if you've been watching these women's cricket throughout the year here, this is not new to Anifa Mkamsoni, especially in that position, either in the circle or on the boundary. Anything that is in front of her, she always gives herself a lot of commitment to take those catches. So this is interesting now. A wicket has been taken now. Let's see what goes on here. Look at that. Coming around the wicket, a bit of some leg spin onto that. Well timed, well weighted, but the elevation now, the flatter one, eyes catch in the end, diving forward. Never easy to hold on to that. Sometimes they always end up popping out of the hands. So Amasimi Hawks loses their first. In comes Nyurukundo, Tanya Owase. I wouldn't mind that wicket. The the approach, the intent to get runs was there. It's just that the execution of that shot is something that we would want to get improved. But at least the approach 8 of 12 deliveries there, striking at 66.67. But at least the intent to get the ball there, to get it over with the score quickly was there. Shorter one, could not get punished there by Yurukundo Tanya.
I think Sarah is someone who can run because she's good in running, but she's not someone who can call. So this time we need like someone who will be a stimulating factor, someone who can run, who can hit the ball with full intentions of getting runs and full intentions of winning this game. Yeah, it's possible because 54 runs from 96 balls, it's something which is possible. But also, once those dots keeps coming, they find themselves needing like 30 runs from 20 deliveries, which would be totally worse. Coming into the attack is Diane Menyimana, the captain of national side with much experience. She knows these girls. They have been sharing this stage for a very long time. She knows what she can do. Let us see if she can make some huge difference for them to take this win away from Amasimi Hawks. Not lucky with the bats, but this is her time to show us what she can do with the ball.
Yeah, we always say wickets. One wicket brings many. Let's hope it goes in the favor of Ingabo Knights here. Because it always gets some element of pressure on the betting side. But with the experience of Ueda Sarah, the only problem with Sarah is that strike rate again. If you look at it, she has faced 10 deliveries and she's got 3 runs again. So that is worrisome, especially up the order here. So in as much as you've got experience there, but you're also applying pressure on the other guy on the other end. Get off strike there with that delivery. And I'm not sure now, yes, Tanya is also known as a good batter, but with the experience that she possesses, was if it's ideal to get your own strike early on, especially to someone like Diane Bimenyimana. So I don't think if it was a good idea to expose, yes, she is there to bet, but at this stage now you need to make sure that you protect those new batters early on, make them watch the ball from the other end. See there's no footwork whatsoever there, just making a jump onto that, exposing the stumps, the ball swinging away from here. So if Diane just bowls a bit more straighter there, I'm telling you, the stumps are already exposed with the way Tanya is playing. Much better ball there. But even if you look at the footwork again, I'm still seeing all the stumps being exposed there, not moving across towards that off stump. So that looks to be a red spot for Nyorukundo Tanya. So if I'm Diane Bimenyimana, I'll be bowling a lot more straighter, making it look for that drive on and around that off stump. Yeah, 1 run so far in this over here. This is turning up to be a good over. Look at the run rate required again and the run rate achieved. They've all gone down. Current is at 4. It was at 7 at some point. Now the required is 3.46. 53 of 92. It just only takes a few overs to get that gap closer there, Enoch. I'm telling you.
Look at that. Look at the reaction of the bowler, thinking that she got enough of it. One more legal delivery to go. 1 run have been picked in this over so far. 53 runs required. Now the current run rate and the required run rate are the same. hitting that one. Not so many times such opportunities, such chances will show up. So once it comes, you just need to grab it with two hands. 20 runs on the board, 1 wicket down, and 5 overs gone now. One more over to move from power play. More 90 deliveries to go. From there, you can see the way what Klalise have been doing for this team, the approach and the momentum she came up with. Can see that it's different with her colleagues and the teammates.
Yeah, definitely. The momentum is shifted now against Amasimi Hawks. Runs are not coming in so easily. And again, for Ingabo Knights, again, a chance like that is being put down by Ishimwe Zurufat. You need wickets here to keep applying pressure. The more you take wickets, the more the pressure shifts. But if you keep giving away chances like that, especially regular catches like that at this level, you will find yourself wanting. Flighted one day, swing and a miss by Nyurikundo Tanya. She's already faced 9 deliverers, still on 1. Sarah faced 11 deliverers on 4. So, like I said, that is something that is worrisome, especially to the experienced players like Sarah Uwera. It should be the opposite. It should be 11 or 4 deliveries. Again, look at that front foot of Tanya, not even moving across again to that off stump. Looking to play in the covers. He's always looking to play to mid-wicket area there. Nyirandorumana Pacific doesn't offer a lot of things in a bowling. She just bowls straight to the stumps. Blocked that one. Remember, I said about the approach there, Enoch, in the first inning, to say I would love to see the approach that Amasimi Hawks is going to use during this run chase. Again, driven straight to covers, no timing whatsoever. It's 5 dot deliveries here in this over. Can this be a maiden? Maybe a maiden wicket as well. We saw that one earlier on in the first inning by Justin Ingabire. Driven again straight to Diane Bimenyimana. 8 mid off. Maiden it is. End of the power play here. It's 20 for the loss of 1 during the same period. Ingabo Knights were 26 without loss. So it's just the score that they didn't put on the board here, I'm telling you. Otherwise, if they'd added in another 20 or 30 extra runs there, look at the Williams there. Difference now, the gap, there's a huge gap between the golden one and the blue one there in terms of run scoring. They started to go down again instead of going up. So that shows the quality of bowlers Ingabo Knights possesses. Diane Bimenyimana to bowl a second.
Going down on her knees. Not managing to get enough of it. They can see some small adjustment by Diane Menyimana. Previously, like in 2023, 2024, Salah was good in cutting, sweeping, but time changes and people changes. Yeah, she's still good. Tapping that one straight to girl position. Not getting off the mark to dot so far.
Yeah, people change, time changes again, but just the matter of the mindset there, I'm telling you, Enoch, understanding who you are, again, understanding your strength, understanding your weaknesses. She's not someone who's good enough to get the ball to the boundary that easy. Shot. She's trying to prove me wrong here. That 4 runs there, I've just talked about not someone who's good enough to getting boundaries. Then from there, she's just trying to prove me that I can do it. There she does it on that particular delivery. Diane Bimenyimana just bowling it too straight, straying onto the pace there. And there's no protection in that area. Lovely, good shot there. Shot of authority and control. Sending a message that I'm there. I need to see my team going all the way to the winning line here. So interesting now. After this 4, let's see what happens. Swing and a miss. Again, another dot. 2 deliverers left here. We've been talking about getting a boundary. Then all the rest of the deliverers will be dot deliverers here. So let's see now here. First dot after that boundary. Another second dot as well, following up that boundary. 1 delivery left. Yeah. Each time they get a boundary, other runs are not easy to come by. So I'm not sure about the thinking here, something that they need to keep thinking about it, need to work on and improve on that. It takes you as an individual to understand the situation that you are in. Off the mark, run out chance, direct hit. Could have been something else there. Nifa Mukamsoni. Hope she's fine there. I'm not sure where was she hit on that particular occasion.
They can see the difference between extras and dots. So far, we have 7 extras and 30 dots, 11 singles and 1 doubles, and 2 boundaries so far. You can see the difference.
Nice. 25 for the loss of 1 after 7. I'd said in 10 overs, this game should be done. I think we're going to be here a bit more longer there, Enoch. Because Amasimi Hawks seems to be thinking otherwise. They've got no answers to this quality bowling attack of Ingabo Knights. Diane Bimenyimana completes the 2 overs here, giving away 7 runs, yet to get a wicket. 47 of 78 deliveries needed to win this game for Amasimbi. Sarah is up and running. Very much okay. Nyirandorimana to continue. Yeah, Nyirandorimana to bowl. It's going to be a tight contest here with how things are going here. I'm telling you, it's not going to be one-sided affair. They will put in a fight here in Gabo Knights.
Going down on Honey, just trying to go for a strong sweep shot. Previously, they needed 53 runs in 90 deliveries, and now it's 47 in 77. same delivery, same execution.
She's just rushing into that sweep shot there, Enoch, if you look at it. So that is taking timing away of that particular shot. If you just wait for that particular delivery, then you go in. That will be a bit much easier to improve that execution if you want to play that shot. Another dot delivers. Yes, you spoke about that gap being closed. It's the reason why is a lot of dot balls being accumulated here by the Amasimi Hawks. They need to find a way to get off strike. So it will be a close contest here. Much better that time. They need to do that a lot of the times here. Again, the same drive that we've seen all day long from Nyarukundo Tanya. Just finding Sharon in the covers there. She's now on 14 deliveries with only one run under her belt. This time she does it better for a single. It's 8 overs gone. It's 27 for 1.
10 runs on Wera Sarah and 2 runs on Tanya. They can see that other teams have come a long way to witness how this innings is going. Because on the other ground, first game have been finished. Not only finished, but also finished in style. Seems like the batters had another business to keep going and to keep running. They hurried up and finished the game. Hitting that one straight down the ground. And what an excellent fielding there by Rosine Herrera, the captain. That's when the captain comes in and sets some standards, reminding them why she's the captain and why she's leading.
Yeah, that was a good shot there by Nyarukundo Tanya. Unfortunate that there is a good fielder there in the deep in the name of Herrera Rosin. Up and over. Landed safely. For just a single there, Wera Sarah. Tumkunde Marie Joseph left arm spin, bowling from the airport end. Didn't time that one well. Could have been played a bit more better than that. They need to keep upping the tempo here. So I mean, that satisfaction is what I'm seeing from these batters. As long as they get whatever runs they get in that over, they know that they're chasing a lower total. They're satisfied with that. They're not hungry for more. This one who played a bit better again, Rosine Herrera charging onto that. Good fielding in the deep there, allowing them just to get a single. Brings over number 9 to an end. 30 for the loss of 1. So we are looking into a bigger game here, deeper one. 42 needed. of 67 balls. That gap is 43 of 68. That gap is keeping on coming smaller and smaller and smaller. And I'm not sure if Amasimi Hawks are realizing that, yes, they've got their captain in the dugout who can come and change the game in quick succession, but shouldn't come in when they are under pressure. And that is what Ingabo Knights is looking forward to do. They want here to come when there are not a lot of balls to play around with. She has played that short 9 that particular region without getting any run there,
Tanya. Ooh, that was a powerful stroke. And the ball will reach much needed boundary. You can see the intentions from Nyorukundo. Just swinging, but flying all effort and all power. Whew, that was powerful. And no protection there. Back to back boundaries. Much needed at this stage of the game. 22 deliveries, 22 deliveries. Partnership of 45 now.
That's a good shot there, I'm telling you, there's no one there. Pitch a bit shorter down the leg stump there. Once you realize that is there for the taking. And now with that shot, she has forced a fielding change there. The Rosini that are going defensive now. And that is the approach that you'll have to see there from the Amasimi Hawks batters, especially these two. Nirukundo already on 12 of 23. He has already surpassed the senior batter there, whereas Sarah was on 11 of 22. Now she opted to go for the forward defense shot. Again, another forward defensive shot. Still, it goes to what I was been saying. Each time they score a boundary or two in and over, they are not willing to rotate. All these two balls that she has blocked, in my opinion, those balls should have yielded the same results from the previous one. There she goes again, up and over. There is protection this time around in the name of Lillian Ufitinema. That was a big over, a good one for Amasimi Hawks, getting 9 of that over. 2 boundaries and a single. Make it halfway through the mark, the first inning here. It's 39 for 1. Needing 33 of 60 deliveries here. They've managed to get a good, a decent partnership, these two. Tumkunde Marie Joseph to continue. There is Imena Ironzi Owase, Giovanni's Giselle Ishimwe sitting there. They've done their business, chasing 36 runs in 2.5 overs. Utaku Shumaninde Fani scoring a quick fire 15 with 3 boundaries. He's striking at 150. Giving themselves enough time to rest. It's going to be interesting to see in the afternoon game when they take on. Just have a look at who are they going to be.
Swing and miss. From there, you can see the intention she have for winning and for getting runs. Another powerful stroke from Tanya. Just winning a single. But this is far better from what they have been doing before.
Yeah, definitely this is better. They need to keep on making sure that the scoreboard keeps on ticking, and that is exactly what they are doing here. But you cannot make the scoreboard tick with those kind of shots. Where Sarah still not showing some signs of comfort there. She's always looking troubled. Good one. Punch down to extra cover. Looking to come back for the second. Was sent back. Some good fielding there by Herrera Rosin. Full toss. Not punished. You can see the smile on Marie Joseph Tunkunde. She knows that that was a loosener. Could have gone anywhere in this ground. Swing and a miss there. 11 overs gone here. 41 for the loss of one. Amasimi Hawks needs 31 of 54 balls. How much time and overs do they need to achieve this? Nyurukundo 14 of 30 deliveries. Sarah Wera 12 of 24. Oh, both of them striking it just around 50%. Bowling change. Wimanzi Keira comes to bowl from the pavilion end. Four guys on the boundary, deep square leg, the mid wicket, long on and long off. Use of the feet. Misfield there by the mid wicket fielder Sharon. Allows them to get a single.
Another swing and miss. 14 runs off 31 deliveries. It's young Rutania. Nyorukundo Tanya. Oh my goodness, that was supposed to be hit, but she thought otherwise, blocking it. But from that point, that would have been a good option once he managed to block it through the gap so that they can at least pick a single. Another powerful stroke, finding a protection there and just running for a single.
A good positive shot there. Long off is on the boundary. Long on there. So those are the areas to target. A lot of open space in front of you as a batter. Again, same fielder, same mistake.
The driven straight to the fielder again. Irero Rosine stopping it, and this will mark the end of 12 overs. 44 runs on the board, 1 wicket down. They can see the partnership of 26 runs off 15 deliveries.
Yeah, they've managed to hold the innings well so far. Yes, they are not chasing a bigger total here, so there's no need try and go for risk shots here. But going forward, that partnership of 50, of 26 or 50 needs to be a bit more on the other side. Should be 50 off a few deliveries there. And to bowl a third is Tumkunde Marie Joseph. Not giving away a lot of runs there. She was only giving away 5 runs in the 2 overs. It's very, very economical so far. Driven straight to Irena Rosini, extra cover. A dot again. 28 or 47.
Stepping out and not getting enough of it. Just only got an edge, and there was a protection very inside, not managing to go off the mark even for a single. Driving that one. That's a risky run. Tanya is quick enough. She managed to get there on time. Sit on time, on time. What happened there at the other end? This time can see that Sarah is making sure that physio will get paid, but after working his job.
Yeah, sometimes they always look to call for the physio, but those are just niggles that you get when you're playing the game. Then look, she's up on her feet. You gotta be strong. It's the game. They very much in control here. Amasimi Hawks at this point of time. Up and over, catches the call. Landed safely there. Nyerikun to survive that one. It was in the gap. Decent over yet here that we've seen by from Mkunde Marie Joseph. Lovely piece of bowling again, just taking the pace off, always accurate there, not giving a lot of room to these 2 batters to work around with. Something that he has been doing well. That's why she has given away only 7 runs into finishing up a third. Goes up. That will land safely. That single completes over number 13. It's 47 for the loss of 1 here. Just edging closer to the total 25 of 42 deliveries. Where opened the betting, she's still there. Striking at 51.61, 16 of 31. Mtoniwase 8 of 12. Nirukundo Tanya 6 of 35, striking at 45.71. Not worrying about the strike rate, not worrying about whatsoever. They just need to get closer to the target. That is the goal. Good shot there, punch it down to long off for a single again. Where Sarah.
I mean, 24 runs required from 41 deliveries. My goodness, bowled her. Now she will have to depart. But she have done should have done her part. Now Amasimi Hawks, they're losing wickets. Balls are slipping away. Dots are coming in. Very soon we might witness a different game from what we have been expecting and watching. The incoming batter is the captain, Shimge Henriette. Let us see if he can make some great difference, as Sir Renard have been saying.
Yeah, definitely. This is where she likes to come in bed, especially when they need runs like this. Now, we have been talking about having the right batters at the right time. I think this is the right occasion for Henriette Shimwe. She knows the task that is lying ahead of her. 24 in 40 deliveries here. So I don't think she would be looking to hang around a lot. Wimanzi Kenya is taking your first wicket. Up and over in the gap for 4. Off the mark with a boundary. I told you, Enoch. I don't see her coming in and hanging around. She knows what is lying ahead of her. She needs to get it done and dusted as quickly as possible. Those are the signs of a quality batter, signs of the finisher there. Look at that waiting, just taking that front foot.
Yeah, she knew where the gap was.
Again, this time on the other side. They're pushing for 2. But a bit hesitant there. The captain on a mission. Driven down to long off. Just one delivery left into this Wimanzi Keira's over. Up again. This time finds Anifam Kamsoni at long on. Just for a single. Brings over number 14 to an end. 55 for the loss of 2. 17 of 36.
You can see the difference between players, and not only the skills but also the mentality, the championship mentality, the winning mentality. She knows what to do. She's just trying to spot the gaps and just trying to execute it well. In the beginning, we've seen players executing shots, but not in right places and in not in right regions. Now you can see the difference. Just using feet, using his wrist, managing to place the ball where it is supposed to be placed. And now runs are 17 runs required to win this game from Ingabo Knights. This is what captains should be doing. This is the real and proper captaincy, knowing where to lead and what to do in right time. Straight on the ground, captain versus captain.
Yeah, good fielding there in the deep by Reda Rosin and good shot as well from Ishimwe and Riet. Zurfat Ishimwe has been introduced to come in ball. The first over, right arm leg spin. They've got some quality bowlers here in Gabon Knights, but it's just that they didn't put enough runs on the board here, down the leg side this time.
cut away power free. Too easy. I mean, they have managed to pick up 2 easy runs. They can see the impact of Henriette being there in the middle. Salah, who have been not playing, they can see he's now trying to go with the momentum of his partner. I mean, her partner. Placing it to the leg side region, the wicketkeeper herself will go all the way to stop them from picking runs. 60 runs on the board, 2 wickets down, and 12 runs to win this game. Only 2 maximums.
Only 2 maximum is easy as you have said it. This is not a maximum. Good fielding in the deep there by Irera Rosin to cut off that on from crossing the rope for 4. She has been one of the busiest fielders in this team, the Irera Rosin. Shimi and Red already on 8 or 5 deliveries here. Again, good running in the wickets there by Uwera Sarah. Very, very now comfortable there. The way she's been going about betting since the Shimi and Red has come in. I think it's all about understanding of betters here. When she was betting with the Tanya Nyorukundo, she was blocking a lot of dot deliveries. She was not running these singles. Now Ishima comes in. Short again, but finds Marie Joseph Tumkunde. Misfield there allows them to complete a single comfortably. 15 done. 63 for the loss of 2 wickets. 9 of 30. Can this be the over?
Nine runs required from 30 deliveries. Whereas Salah is still there, 22 of 36. Just a single picked. It was captain versus captain. Required run rate to win this game is 1 run per over.
I don't see them going that far. Look at that shot again. Using the sweepers very well. Uwera Sarah now. Down and under. Protection in the deep again there, Lillian. Shimu and Red, look at those powerful shots. That's how she plays. That's a game, especially in these situations. She knows how to handle this situation very well. Again, punched through the gap. There is no one there in that extra cover region. Belize gives it a chase. They will come back for a comfortable 2 runs there. Four of 26. This should be the over there, Enoch. I don't think they need another extra over from this one. Dropped short. Couldn't punish that one. Sarah's on 29 of 39. Human rate 11 of 8 deliveries. Again, dropped short. It's not the over. We still have got a couple of balls to play around it. 16 gone, 68 for 2. Amasimi Hawks only needing a few runs here, only 4 runs in as much as 24 deliveries. Kabi. Now with Henriette Shim on strike, I'm telling you, whoever was coming into ball, it can be this particular deliverer that will seal the game here. Rosini Herrera is gone to a premier bowler here, Morikatete Pelis.
This might be the over. With the pace of Belize, all they just need to do is to tap the ball and to direct it into the gap. 2 runs, they're done.
I think Pelis will be looking to bowl a lot of Yorkers here. He's trying to make it a bit harder for them to get those 4 runs. But the problem and the danger with Yorkers is the moment you miss them, they'll end up as slow foot tosses. There, the Yorker again comes in, well played, or picked by Shimwen Red. Gets off strike again for a single. Yeah, they didn't put enough runs on the board here in Ingabo Knights, especially with the start that they got off to. They started very well, the partnership of Lillian and Georgette Ingabe of 26. But after losing those 2 and losing Diane Bimenyiman again, they never seem to recover. And they ended up getting 70 runs on the board there. They were played driven. Just an awkward bounce there, and that should be it, ladies and gentlemen. No, it's not. Pacific Nyandorimana denies that ball to get to the boundary. Another Yorker well played there by Owera Sara. They've gotten 2 runs there. So now scores are tight. They just only need 1 run to seal a win here. Amasimi Hawks to open the account in this RCA Women's T20 Elite. Up and over. That is it. Sarah Owera finishes that with a boundary. Some good betting, some anchoring innings from the senior bet of Amasimi Hawks, Owera Sara. 31 of 42 deliveries. Lovely shot there to watch. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Amasimi Hawks winning this opening game of the RCA Women's T20 Elite League, sponsored by Dafabet, again in collaboration with Rwanda Cricket Association, Dreamcatchers, and Sportsbox for the live streaming of the live games that you can watch right on their YouTube channel. You can find, again, here's another game in the afternoon as well in the same ground.
They can see players just moving. Some are coming in, others are going outside, just shake hands. Amasimi Hawks winning it by 8 wickets. Lucky Henriette.
Yeah, there is the betting card there. Owera Sara 29 of 41, striking at 70. Then Umtoni was a Clarice 8 of 12. Nirukundo was a Tanya 16 of 36. And Henriette Shimwe 12 of 9 delivers 133 strike rate to finish up the game, winning it by 8 wickets. Very disciplined bowling attack from Ingabo Knights, giving away 8 extras here. They didn't put enough runs on the board here. I'm telling you, if they'd put in another 40 extra runs there, plus that 71, this could have been an interesting game. But sensible betting by the Amasimi Hawks betters. Bowling them, Regatete Belis, 2.2 overs, there 13 runs. And Economy of 5, Herrera Rosin, 3 of 14 runs, 1 wicket. Bimenyimana Dian, 2 overs, 7 runs. Irando Rimana Pacific, 3 overs, 11 runs, no wicket there. Tumkune Mari Joseph, 3 overs, 8 runs, no wicket. Omanzi Keira, 1 wicket, 11 runs of 2 overs. Shimo Zurufat being the expensive of all the bowlers there. 1 run giving away 8 runs in those 6 deliveries. Georgette Ngabi, 17 of 31. 15 Emalili and 13 of 16, and Kamsoni and if at 12 of 25. Those are the Ingabo Knights betters. Wera Sara, 29 of 41. Kundo Tanya, 16 of 36. Shimwe and Red, 12 of 9. Bowlers of Amasimi Hawks, Herrera Rosin, 3 overs, 14 runs, 1 wicket. Umans Keira, 2 overs, 11 runs, 1 wicket. Morika Tete Belis, 2 overs, 18 runs, 0 wickets. There is the Amasimi Hawk bowlers. Hishim and Red, 4 overs, 11 runs, 2 wickets. Sabimana Sylvia, 4 overs, 14 runs, 2 wickets. Ngabile Justin, 3 very economical, 6 runs and 2 wickets. That is the match summary for today's game between Amasimi Hawks and Ingabo Knights. To join us for the post-match presentation from Enoch to find out who has been the outstanding player in this match.
Respect. Respect.